Good morning friends. Today I tell you second method to tune the PID controller, which is Tyrus and Lubin method. Tyrus and Lubin gives a table according to which I got the PID values. So we will start now. So here is my front panel of my PID controller, which is assigned to a DC motor. The motor transfer function is this, it is a second order transfer function, and it is my block diagram window. Over here I create a DC motor using these values, and this is my match script window. Here is my DC motor, the transfer function of DC motor, and this is my PID controller. Here is my KP, this is my KI, this is my KD, and this is my step input, and this is my motor transfer function from the outside. Using these changes, by changing these constant value, I can change the transfer function value. So in this method I got the step response and the response of my motor on the same graph. From control and simulation loop, from here you can change initial time and final time. Different ordinary differential equation solvers, you can get better response. In this case I am using Runge-Kutta Euler method. Here is my step size 0.001. So now how to tune PID controller. So first you have to set, it is same as Ziegler-Nicholas method. First you have to set your proportional controller value 1 and run your window. In this case you see your oscillations die out. So again you have to increase your proportional controller. I set it to 2 and I got some type of this type of response, increasing oscillations. So I stop my VI in this case, and I have to put some value less than 2 and greater than 1. So I put 1.1. I increase, again run. In this case I see my oscillations again die out. So I put over here value 1.2. In this case my oscillation increasing, so my value of proportional KP should be less than 1.2. So I put 1 and again 1. So here again it is increasing type oscillations. You can see over here. So you have to put here 0 and then again 1. So like this you have to set your KP value when you got your sustained oscillations, like in this case again die out. So again I increase, again die out. So like this I have to set a value at which I got the sustained oscillations. So I go to the PPT. This is the transfer function of my DC motor, and I use these values KT, LA, RA, J and B, KB and KT to find out this transfer function. This table is given by Tyrus and Lubin, which require two variables. First one is KU, which is called ultimate gain, and second one is PU, it is ultimate period. So this is the procedure. First you set your KP value 1 and run your VI. After that I got this value for my transfer function 1.1084, at which I got the sustained oscillation. Means my this peak, this peak, this peak and this peak have the same value. There is no decay and no increasing. So I got the sustained value, sustained oscillations in this case. So this value, when you got a sustained oscillations, it is called your ultimate gain. It is called Ku. The value of Kp at which we got the sustained oscillation is called Ku, ultimate gain. And the period of this wave is called ultimate period. I expand this and calculate the period from here to here. It is the period of my wave, sustained oscillation wave. So this is my Pu, and in this case I got my Ku is equal to 1.1084 and my Pu is 0.007. So using these two values I have to put these Ku and Pu in this formula, and I got the final PID controller for Tyrus and Lubian method. So I put these values in my PID over here. I have to put these values over here, and I got the result. The result of Tyrus and Lubian is better than Ziegler-Nicholas method, but in industry Ziegler-Nicholas method is very popular. It is uses for valve control and any other processes. Indian Oil also uses this tuning method to control the valves and opening and closing of the different valves. So this is my Tyrus and Lubian method for tuning of PID controller. So this is all about today's lecture. Thank you.